So yesterday we do a video, why Shiba Inu is not going up. I said I was going to do a price prediction, totally forgot. So here I am going to dedicate an entire video on my price prediction for Shiba Inu, not only now in the short term, but also long term, leading us up to March 2022. Now, before I get to my overall fundamental analysis of the price prediction of Shiba Inu Coin, let's talk about the weirdness that just happened in Twitter space regarding Shiba Inu. Now, right here, we have this initial tweet from Satoshi Kusama. Now, who that is the lead project developer of this particular token. He goes and says, I don't trust this account. Now, the account that he's referring to is right here. Ask the doctor. They were wrong saying we would lose 40%, when honestly no one knows what the future of SHIB holds. So isn't that interesting? He does that, and then all of a sudden a flurry of just hatred comes from this particular Twitter account. They all of a sudden go from supporting SHIB to saying everybody should sell out and buy into Floki Inu. What an immediate switch around. But then it gets even better. They do some research and find out that a long time ago, this was 7 months ago, check this out right here. Beware of Dr. Prakash Twitter account at Ask the Doctor. And it goes on about there's a new investor going around talking about his billion-dollar company, FD7, who has gone to other coins to pump with his company and pull out the profits. This is almost like a whale that's going in, beefing it up, and pulling out the profits. That's quite interesting. So stay tuned for this over on Twitter, but you obviously ask me, hey, what's your opinion on this? What do you think? Look, here's my opinion, because ask and you shall receive. I think that this is just another company potentially that's trying to boost up some brand awareness. Now, that was my first initial impression. You know, you got this and you can start talking about SHIB. Everybody's searching for SHIB. All of a sudden your company brand value goes up because everybody's watching you. But I thought it was kind of fishy right from the beginning. Here you have a Twitter account that's talking about a cryptocurrency that is based on clinical support. I mean, it's Ask the Doctor. But now with this new article that we just talked about, where 7 months ago they were saying, beware, this guy is up to no good, that makes things a little bit interesting. So that's something to keep an eye on. I don't think it's really going to impact the market at all, but it will certainly make Twitter kind of interesting over the next 24 hours. Let's go on to what's going on in Shiba Inu. Right now, sitting at 3109. Dropping the zeros, getting right down to the point, 3109, and you can see there is a bit of a bump up there that happened right around 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I gotta put out a warning about that. That is verified whale transactions. So whales are buying into Shiba Inu, and that, of course, when you put that much money into the market, it's gonna put some upward pressure that puts that price up, right? So if you're not familiar with what a whale is somebody that has millions, if not billions of dollars of money that they move from cryptocurrency asset to cryptocurrency asset. And they could be investing in this because they trust and believe in SHIB. They could be just trying to make some quick Christmas money. We don't know. But what often happens is it puts that upward pressure on the price. Some of the retail investors get in and then they get left holding the bag. So that brings me to my disclaimer. If you're putting money in that you're hoping to make a quick buck on, I don't recommend it. In fact, the goal here is get your foundation of finance in order first. Right here on the channel, we talk about living our sweet life when it comes down to personal finance. Getting yourself set up with a Roth IRA, getting yourself out of debt, gives you a better foundation, so that way you have extra cash available. Cash that you don't really care about. And that's the kind of money that you could then decide, based on your research, to put into a speculative investment. And that's exactly what I did. Early September 2021, I said, you know what? I'm doing some research on SHIB. I really like what they have going on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and invest some money. Don't care if it goes down. I don't care if I lose all my money. I'm just gonna put it in. So I did. Now, even today, I'm still up 60%, even with the downtrend that we're seeing with Shiba Inu. But again, even if it goes down to zero, I'm okay with that. And you need to be okay with that too. And if you're not, I would recommend being very cautious with your finances because you are worth it. I don't want to see you get hurt. So right here we are. We talked about this on the last video, and I know it looks like a bunch of chicken scratch, but here's the deal with this. We were looking at the history from the moment Shiba Inu was born in August of 2020. And then we were looking at after the all-time high that hit back on May 9th. What all happened. Now look what's going on in between May 9th and all throughout the summer. You have exchanges listing Shiba Inu. You have a lot of awareness about SHIB. You have a lot of adoption of different payments, such as Now payments, offering SHIB as a means of payment for goods and services. But yet nothing's happening. Look at that. It's just kind of flatlines. It has little spikes here and there, but it's generally just blah. It's kind of similar to what we're experiencing now, isn't it? And that's what I shared in yesterday's video. If you haven't checked it out, linked in the description as well as up in the info card above. Check that one out after this one. But right now we're seeing the same type of thing. Sometimes it just takes time for adoption to happen, and we're going to talk about that in my price prediction. But there's a lot of people that keep saying Shiba Inu is dead. Well, the issue with Shiba Inu being dead, I almost wonder, what are you getting at when you say that? Are you just saying the fact that you don't think it's going to go up at all anymore, or the fact that you're a little bit upset that you lost money and you're disappointed that you sold on a loss? Well, if you did that, I again question, did you put money in that you shouldn't have put in the first place? So something to keep in mind. If you're looking to get rich quick, it's never going to work out. The same type of thing happened with Bitcoin. I got to share some articles with you just to kind of talk about why this is important, and it leads me to my price prediction of Shiba Inu. Check out this article right here. Bitcoin is a joke, published in 2013 by Insider. And they talk about the fact that Bitcoin is back in the news as the digital currency has surged to all-time highs in recent weeks. You could almost say the same thing could happen with Shiba Inu again. Oh, SHIB is back in the news again, just like it was back in October 2021, surging to a new all-time high. Maybe there'll be a picture of a clown dog. And by the way, that clown is kind of scary looking. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's kind of creepy. But check this out. If we go down here, a few weeks ago, it was just above 100. Today, it's over 260. And a lot of people are kind of questioning Bitcoin and the joke that it is. And this is back in 2013. Now, think about this. If you had some extra money that you could throw away and you decided, I'm going to buy 5 Bitcoins. That's about like $1,300, give or take. And I go ahead and I buy 5 Bitcoins at this all-time high of $260. Well, I want you to do me a favor. Go look at the price of Bitcoin as of the time that you're watching this video and multiply 5 Bitcoins times the price that it is right now. So I put $1,300 down in 2013. How much money do I have now for my 5 Bitcoins? Drop a comment down below, and it'll be interesting to see how this fluctuates over the period of time. This person here also saying, oh, I say that I still think it's a joke and probably in a bubble at $260. So it makes you kind of wonder, is the same thing possible for Shiba Inu? So I caution people to say Shiba Inu's dead. I caution people to say anything's dead because they were saying the same thing about the internet back in the 90s, and they said the same thing about Bitcoin. Now, what I'm personally doing is I'm trusting and believing and keeping a close eye on things. We have 2 big catalysts coming up. One of the first ones, which is the biggest one in my opinion, is the blockchain for Shiba Inu. It's called Shibarium. Their own blockchain now, available for SHIB. And that's huge. The second one is deflationary measures. Now, we've been talking a lot about inflation of the United States dollar. 6.8% inflation in the last month alone. Shiba Inu's the opposite. They minted 1 quadrillion tokens, and through a variety of different metrics within their tokenomics, they're going to be taking things to deflate. So basically burn, what we call crypto burn, some of those tokens. And as that overall circulating supply comes down as a result of the token burn, it becomes deflationary. And when things become less, their value becomes more. So there's 2 big things going on here. And over the long period of time, as long as you're watching and researching and keeping your eye on the news, this could be an opportunity. So let's go on to the price prediction. Now I gotta say that I am not giving you any direct financial advice to buy, hold, or sell any type of investment. I don't know your financial situation. And by the way, I'm just some random guy on YouTube who sometimes looks like Woody from Toy Story. So take that for what it's worth and do your own research. So to start off my price prediction, let's start with the Webull desktop. Now, Webull is still running that deal, guys, until the 23rd. So it's only 3 more days that when you sign up for an account with Webull, you can earn up to 5 free stocks. Here's how it works. You get your first stock as soon as you sign up and open your account. And then you'll get 4 free stocks when you deposit your first 1 penny or more to trade in Webull. And those 4 free stocks combined can be valued anywhere between $32 up to $8,000. So why not get started today? The deal runs out on the 23rd, so click the link in the description below to get started with Webull. This right here that you're looking at is the desktop version. Now, I'm going to scale this back to 1 hour so we can see what's going on here. Obviously, we've been quite flat. You can see it's kind of come down here, and then this is the whale run. I'm going to call this a whale run because it kind of pulled up and then it's coming back a little bit. So here's what I think is going to happen. Now, there's a couple things that I'm looking at. The first one is the fact that we have a lot of downward pressure on the market, and that's going to continue, I think, throughout the rest of December into mid-January. And so what I'm looking at here is, of course, 2 things. I'm looking at the overall chart, of course, but I'm also looking at the bid-ask spread. Now, I talked about that in yesterday's video, but basically that means what somebody's willing to buy Shiba Inu for, and then what somebody's willing to sell Shiba Inu for. And that's a good balance. And the balance between both of them usually lands you at your market price, which right now is at $31.44 as of the recording of this video. But as things get adopted more, as things get hopefully improved in the market, that could put some upward pressure on the token. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So I want you to buckle up and get excited and get a little bit cautionary about what I'm about to say. So don't get too nervous, but I got to be real with you guys, and I hope you appreciate that. But remember, price predictions are just that, a prediction. Nobody knows. Just like Satoshi Kusama said, nobody knows the future of SHIB. Nobody knows the future of the stock market. Anybody that claims that they do are a big lying faker. So I think what we're going to actually end up seeing is a support level right around, get ready for it, 27.73. That's where I think we're going to hang out for a little period of time between 27.73 and 31.46. So 31.46 to 27.73 is the zone. And I know that's kind of a wide spread, but I think that's kind of where we're going to hang out through the rest of December into mid-January. Then at that point, once we start getting news about the blockchain officially being launched, and of course the Robinhood app, because that is a huge exchange. If that lists Shiba Inu, this will definitely push that price up. At that point, and I'm going to guess right around January 17th, if there's going to be news on Robinhood, it's going to be around that time. That's just kind of how I'm thinking this is going to go based on their SEC regulation, based on the ducks that they got to put in a row from a programming perspective. I think right around January 17th, we could get an announcement from Robinhood, which will then push that price up. At that point, we're hanging out probably in the 5,000 level, anywhere from 5,000 up to 5,800. After that point, we get the blockchain going, some good news adoption, then we get ready to break our new all-time high. We're gonna see a support level right around 7,000. And then at that point, you push upward to the new all-time high, which I think will actually be around the 9,000s. I wanna say we'll drop a zero, but I don't think we're gonna drop a zero until March or April if support continues to be strong for Shiba Inu. That's a big key. If support kind of falls away, especially that far out, you're gonna see that all-time high maybe at like 89, which is barely above the last all-time high, but then it's gonna come back down a little bit before it finds its new support level. So that's just kind of what I'm thinking when it comes down to what is actually happening in the price. Now, do I wanna be wrong? Do I wanna drop 2 zeros? Of course I do. And if I'm wrong, I will totally take the beatings for that. But again, that's my prediction. I'm not expecting a to the moon thing. I'm not gonna BS you guys and think that, because I think that's leading you astray, and that's a bunch of crap. But some of the things that I think are behind that is, number one, our buddy the coin burn. Remember, I just talked about that a little bit earlier, the deflationary measures that Shiba Inu has. Now, between December 5th and December 20th, we have burned an additional 2,323,980,000 tokens. So remember what I said, we had 1 quadrillion original supply. We have a total of 3 different burn wallets. We have Dead Wallet 1, 2, and the Shiboshis, which are the NFTs that have an automatic coin burn. And over the period of time, I've been tracking this. And as you can see, we are now at 589,700. By hopping over here to CoinMarketCap, I'm gonna look at it here, right here it is, 589,735. So the reason that's at 589,735 versus over here at 589,700 is because they do take a little bit of time to update their site, but this is fresh off the radar at 589,700. And if you want to track this for yourself, I'll include all 3 links in the description to the Etherscan wallets. You can look at this stuff yourself and track it yourself if you want to. So if we're sitting here at 31.44 at the current price with the current circulating supply, that puts our market cap at right around 18.5, okay? So 18.5, current price 31.44. Now, here's what I'm predicting to be that new all-time high once we get to the point of, I'm thinking like late February, early March for this one. So let's go 8,950. So this means we're not burning any more circulating supply. I'm gonna leave that circulating supply at 589,700, okay? I'm not touching that. Just gonna touch the current price. You can see our market cap is going to fly up really kind of high to 52.7. Let's compare that just so we can get a little bit of a pulse check. So 52 billion puts us right here, okay? Right around spot 5. Now you gotta keep in mind that the entire market tends to move together. So this means Solana will probably be higher than the 52.9 it's currently at now. So as SHIB moves up, as it has in the past, the entire market will also move up with it. It's not gonna be all of a sudden SHIB just kind of shoots up to the top and starts beating out Ethereum or Bitcoin, but I could see it again going above Dogecoin. I could see it getting above all the way up to about maybe above XRP, maybe even Cardano. Cardano's a big one though, but it could. I just don't see it beating out Ethereum or Bitcoin ever. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe for more. Check out this video next if you haven't seen this one yet, and we'll see you on the next video.